Do you know why they're mad?
They need to get their ass out the street. Come on.
Wait. Hey, no violence. What's your biggest reason to be here today?
Sam Cedar took your tips. Shit.
He what? Well,
Sam Cedar takes your ass. No, because
I've never met you though. I've never met you.
No,
why don't you treat me like a human?
Kicked your ass.
Hey, okay, why don't you treat me like a human instead of what you saw online?
I'm talking to you right now, right?
Why are you so afraid of opposition?
What do you mean?
Opposing views on debates.
I don't know what you're
Don't
talking
get too
about.
close, bro. Just step back. You're in my personal space. Don't get too close. Because I can defend myself. If you're coming in a threatening manner, I can defend myself.
What are you defending yourself against? We're not
Well, yeah, the way defend anything. Yeah, I don't want to defend anything. I'm saying don't get in my space.
I know.
Hey, if I keep stepping back and you keep coming towards me, that's a threat.
Oh, that's a threat, guys.
That is a threat.
That's a threat.
Okay, I take it as a threat. Good. Stop acting tough. Okay, you're not tough. Stop acting tough.
I see trees of green and clouds of white. Pass the pipe, but pack it tight. And I think to myself, what a wonderful.
What's your big mission or focus today?
Oh God, there's so many things.
I know.
Bring back our immigrant brothers and sisters.
Okay.
That kidnapping and Nazi bullshit will not fly.
Okay.
We are not doing that again. My dad was raised in Nazi Austria, and
Wow.
I'm glad he has vascular dementia, so he doesn't know what the hell is going on. But I'm telling you right now, this is not acceptable. This is not the American way. I look at you and I see you as a brother. I don't see you as an enemy.
I agree. We don't see each other's color, right?
No, I don't. I see you as a human being. If you're an asshole, then you're an asshole.
Right.
If you have different colored skin than me, then whatever. We're siblings. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know? This is not okay. This is not how America works.
Yeah. Can I ask you,
Yes.
within the immigrants that you're talking about, are you talking about illegal or anybody or just?
I don't care if they're illegal or they're legal.
Okay.
Due process is due process. Every person that is on American soil has rights, whether they are an American citizen or not.
Okay.
Whether they are an immigrant or not. This is not the way we do things, and we do not have tyrants, dictators, or kings.
Do you? I know there's a lot of problems right now, obviously with Trump and Elon, and it's hard to kind of break it down. But what would be the biggest issue from your personal lens? You think? Is it the immigrants or is it like bodily autonomy, women's rights?
There's so many issues. You cannot just pinpoint one thing. I am mad about everything. You know, you touch one right of another person, you've touched them all. You hurt one person, you've hurt them all. You kidnap one and they don't get due process, we're next. All of us are.
Yeah.
This is Hitler 2.0. Hair plug Hitler and the orange Nazi have to go.
Do you think, because there's been so much violence obviously on this side, do you think that they should pull like a Luigi Mangione? Or do you think it should be less than that? We should be a little bit nicer,
more
lenient?
Part of being nice is being mean to fascists, and I think Luigi should be free.
Alright guys, so I have a sponsor for today's video. When I was on the Whatever podcast, I noticed a lot of thirsty guys in the comments and even just donating just to get people's attention, or women's attention specifically. And honestly, it showed me how many men out there are really desperate for a connection, but they don't know how to carry themselves with confidence. They don't know how to communicate. And you know me, I'm all about family. I'm all about shifting the culture and of course restoring the patriarchy. So here's the reality. If men don't learn to walk with strength, confidence, and true leadership, they're never going to build the families or the future that we're fighting for. So that's why I partnered with the Wing Girl Method run by Marnie. She's worked with over 100,000 men, helping them stop second guessing themselves and step into real confidence. She developed something that's called the F formula, and it's not about any quick tricks and gimmicks. It's a science-backed system that helps you sharpen the skills that every man should have: leadership, frame, and clear communication. You see, too many men today feel stuck. They overthink, they freeze up, they get written off as weak, and that's not entirely your fault. You see, the culture we live in doesn't teach men how to carry themselves anymore. The F formula lays out a step-by-step guide for you to be able to change that. So you can pretty much walk into any room, any situation, and own it with confidence. Once again, over 100,000 men have already used this system to level up their masculinity. It's practical, it's proven, and it works. Because the Wing Girl Method is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. So just click the first link in the description right now and grab an exclusive preview of the F formula completely for free. And then if you decide to pick up the full program, you're going to get an extra 20% off. So if you're serious about becoming the kind of man who can lead a family, impact the culture, stop waiting, guys. Take action now. Click the link below and step into your true masculinity. Because you said that he's like a Hitler 2.0, and I've heard that a lot, obviously.
Yes.
Do you think that we should put him out essentially?
Yeah, we should.
Okay. What about Elon? Because I can see how he's involved a little bit, but
nobody voted for hair plug Hitler, Elon. Nobody voted for him. He needs to get the hell out of our government, out of our country. His citizenship should be looked at. He came here to go to school, and then he opened a bunch of businesses. Why don't we?
So we should deport him.
We should deport him and Melania. Get rid of them.
Especially for the salute, huh?
Oh yeah, no problem. But yeah, I mean, this is unacceptable. This is not how America works.
But can I ask you, just from like human to human, because even if I disagree with some of the worst stuff that Trump has said, for my personal morals, I think it's wrong to say that we should like unalive him or get rid of him. Don't you feel like that's going a little too far?
Why don't we put him in El Salvador prison then? How about
that would be better.
Why don't we let the El Salvador prison take care of it?
Yeah.
If he wants to throw everybody in El Salvador, why don't we throw the felon in there?
Because my fear is like with the Luigi Mangione thing that just happened, if we were to normalize that and now we get Trump.
We don't know that he did anything. We don't know if he's innocent or guilty. We don't know.
But
nonetheless, I mean, it should not stand.
Because don't you think that would be a scary thing to normalize? Like if they kill Trump, like let's say a random person here kills him, don't you think that would be a scary act to normalize? Like just people that we don't like or we super much hate?
I agree with you. That is a bit much. But I mean, if nothing else, the Nazis need to get out of our White House, out of our government, and out of our Social Security, out of our schools, out of everything, and they need to bring back our immigrant brothers and sisters now. Okay. Because I don't care if they're illegal or they're not. Due process is due process. We have rights. They have rights. This is not how America works.
So you would say, regardless who it is, from whichever country, as soon as they step on American soil, this is their country now, and they deserve all those rights.
If you step on this soil and you say, hey, I need to become an American citizen, whichever pathway, you have rights to do that. You have due process to prove that you should be here, you should be a citizen or not. Okay. And he's just snatching people off the street and throwing them in a prison in El Salvador with no due process, no court system saying they're guilty or not. That's wrong. Yeah. That's completely wrong. No. My father is from Austria. Right. And I am so happy he has vascular dementia and has no idea what's going on right now. Oh, okay. He grew up with Nazis, and if he found out they were here, I think he would flip his shit. Yeah. So that's a tough one. Yeah. Everybody in America, whether you are American legally or not, you have rights. Okay. Do you want to send a message to Trump or Elon or anything? Fuck you. Wait, you don't want to actually fuck them, right? No, I want them to fuck. Oh, okay. How about that? Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, have a good one. Okay, I was worried. Thank you. Are you guys blocking the street right now? I'm not from here, so I'm just.
Yeah, no. Okay. No, we're taking up the space. We're making sure we're being seen and being heard. This is an event that was supposed to last until 4 o'clock, so the people are just encouraged.
They're motivated, huh?
Motivated.
Working overtime.
There's a lot to be motivated for. There's a lot to fight for. Our bodies, our schools, free speech, public lands. I mean, the list goes on. There's a whole lot. But the people are angry. We are the majority. And if you want to get into the statistics and the facts, technically only 32% of the American population actually voted for the crook that's in office right now. So, the fact that people are finding their voices before it's possibly too late and we're not allowed to legally use our voice, it's a powerful thing to witness. It's a beautiful thing to witness. It's really what America was founded on.
Yeah. Do you believe more like I was having a long conversation with Maddie over there. She was talking about communism. Are you like a communist too as well? Or?
Oh no, I wouldn't. I absolutely would not think that. In my opinion, that the 50-51 movement associates itself with communism. Okay. It's main goals and main position stands on fighting for democracy, saving our Constitution, standing against authoritarianism, and having justice and liberty for all people, not even just people in America, but people of the world. There's a lot of issues that, sadly, America plays a lot of factors in, and we don't play the right factors. Yeah. And I think the people are starting to get more woke, if you will, in those situations, and they're speaking on it. And it's part of what you're witnessing here today. Yeah. For sure.
Do you think with the Christian nationalism stuff that Trump is pushing, do you think that's like that can have some benefits, or do you think it's just pure out evil?
I think it's scary, evil, and very much real, and it needs to be fought to the fullest extent. I mean, the right to have religion is something that everyone should have. To force it on someone, that's criminalistic and should not be allowed in any sense. And what the agenda they're pushing, that's exactly what's happening. It's criminal act against the American people.
Do you think they're causing a huge threat to like women and then trans people in general?
I think they're causing a threat to people, period.
Okay.
Just people of the world. I mean, what we're looking at is the possibility of a new world order if it goes unchecked. I mean, we're talking the most financially significant and financially power-holding people in the world right now that are calling the shots. And I think it's fair to say that all the shots they're calling, it has nothing to do with the prosperity of the people. It has nothing
Just
to do
the people
with
at the top?
It definitely is for the one percenters, oligarchy brothers, if you will.
Yeah, because I would say for me, like, for example, just from a personal level, I'm more against abortion. So the reason why is because women say that it's healthcare, right? But I would ask, what is the purpose of healthcare? Is it like to save women's lives? Is it to save the baby's lives? Or is it just whatever we want to call it?
Well, you know, I think that goes hand in hand with free will and the freedom to choose. And I think that is what really needs to be focused on, is our right to choose. I mean, not everyone may like something, but that's the point of a democracy. That's the point of our amendments. That's the point of our Constitution. People can have opinions, but that should not ever affect
Go into law.
church and state.
But you seem like a nice human being to me, and I'm assuming you're going to agree with me that rape is wrong, right?
I would absolutely.
So like if I said I'm going to use my rights to go infringe on someone else's rights, we're going to say that's morally wrong and disgusting, right?
In regards to, like, for example, like white supremacy, like using whichever
but
power hold that you might feel you have.
Let's just use like rape, like because I know that's a big one, that obviously that's a big issue.
We have a rapist in our fucking White House.
Right, and you and me would both say that rape in itself is horrible. It is wrong.
It's absolutely.
We should not allow that, even if it's our own rights. Okay.
Rape is not our right.
Well, that's why I'm asking, right? So like when we say rights, like we have rights, what do we mean by rights? Because if we agree that life begins at conception, I'm not saying you're saying that, but I'm just saying if we do agree life begins at conception, and we would say that raping is wrong because you're infringing on someone else's bodily autonomy, couldn't you also say the same thing for the kid? Like the woman does have rights, but not at the expense of someone else's life.
At the end of the day, the unborn fetus can be made again. And no, the unborn fetus does not have personality. Yes, it may have a future if born into this world, but the matter that is of point is the future that is at hand, and that is of the woman that has lived this life, her life. And there's a lot of reasons why women undergo abortion. Granted, not all of them are the best of reasons. Some of them it is just choice of, hey, I don't want to keep this baby.
Right.
That, you know, it's a sad thing, and I'm not like, hey, don't keep your baby, but I'm also like, if that's what you choose because you're like, hey, if I bring this baby into the world, there's a worse chance for it to have maybe life issues or racial issues, I don't know, in the situation, or maybe she was raped, who knows. I'm saying at the end of the day, it's all about choice, and every woman should have that choice.
That makes sense. Can I ask you a tough question?
Sure.
Okay, first off, when we brought up bodily autonomy and trans rights, do you think that kids are born trans, or do you think it's like a social contagion that people say it is?
I think that at some point in our life, we try to better understand ourselves.
Okay.
And I think realizing and coming to a point in your life where you can put a label on who you are is just that. And one day people might wake up and say, I'm trans, or I'm bisexual, or I'm heterosexual. You know, it's okay for people to have their preference and know what they like, and being a trans person and knowing not only what they like, but who they are, because trans is more about identity more so than sexual preference, you know.
So because we agree then that they're not born that way, but something could have changed throughout culture or society that made them a certain way?
I honestly don't know.
Okay. Yeah. The reason I ask is because when I have these interviews with people, a lot of them will tell me that people are born gay or straight or trans. And
I feel like I personally am bisexual.
Okay.
I've, as long as I can remember, like 4 years old, I liked girls and guys. So I would say that's a pretty innocent age to know that you like two different, you know, species of people. So with that being said, I don't know. I'm not a trans person, but I do believe in their rights, and I believe every human has rights, and I believe in fighting for them.
And this is why I asked this too, because I think if there's a trans person, there's a Christian. I would never say that Christians should hate the trans. Like, we should all love each other for humans, for who we are. Yeah, love thy neighbor, exactly. But the hard part is, what if science is evolving right now and they are saying that people are born trans? What if a Christian wanted to abort that fetus because they were going to be trans? Would you set a restriction there?
Again, that's a sad idea, but if there becomes some kind of scientific technology for them to know that absolute and that orchestrates the decision of what they do, again, that would be their right.
Okay.
That is what it is to have a democracy.
And you wouldn't set a restriction on that? Because I personally, I would, even if they were trans, I would set a restriction there because I would say that's eugenics. So like, you know, back in the day when they thought black people were inferior, they were gonna have.
I mean, it's disgusting. Did you know that Trump actually, he works in, basically what he does in his generational family is they have found a way to realize when the chromosome will be female and have done their best to eradicate the female bloodline within his family. And I mean, that's disgusting, but again.
But you wouldn't set a law against that? Because I'm just saying I would.
If I could, I think it's disgusting. But at the end of the day, that is an opinion, and I feel like it would have to be backed behind the majority of the people. That is what democracy is for, a large amount of humans to come together on a consensus decision, or at least damn near everyone, you know, 70%, 80%, what say you? And that is what it is, you know.
But you don't think that morals are dictated by the majority? Do you believe that morals are absolute? Like, I would say that rape is absolutely always going to be wrong.
Oh yeah, rape, murder.
So they're not dictated by the society, it's just rather society kind of expresses it?
I think it's one of those things that you just know. Like, you feel it to your core. I don't know if you've heard the term like vibes, catching vibes. I think you just have that vibe, and if you're a good individual, a good person to your core, you just know that kind of shit's wrong. Do what's right.
Okay.
That shit's not right. You know?
I like it.
Pedophilia, you know.
It's not right now, nor will it ever be right.
Nor will it ever be. I'd like to say, you know, I know that they, there's some kind of movement going on in the U.S. and trying to get like recognition or quote unquote human rights for pedophilia. Bro, get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, but no.
I'm glad we agree on all this.
You're pushing on that shit. That's not human rights.
Okay, I'm glad you know that there's a law that we have written in our heart.
You have the right to be sick and seek care for it. Go to a mental institution, buddy. That's how I feel about it.
Can I ask you one last question before we head out?
Absolutely.
The lady that I was talking to over there said that essentially we should like kill Trump. Would you go that far, or would you say we should kind of like not that extreme? Because I know that I think to me that's too much.
Okay. So check this out. How I'll say this here is the 50-51 movement absolutely does not stand for any kind of violence.
Good.
However, speaking as an individual, I would not have shed any tears if the bullet had not grazed and had actually caught Trump the day that happened. Now, am I rooting out here like, hey, is someone gonna go ahead and handle that? No, I don't think that's a safe discussion to be having. Would I complain if someone handled that? No, not at all.
What specific part of science would you like to fund more on? Or like, what are you focusing more on yourself?
Well, at the moment I'm focusing on the NIH. I'm a graduate student at the University of Washington.
Oh, really?
Right now I don't have funding because of the cuts to the NIH from the Trump administration. So I would like to pursue science and research, learn more about the body and cells, and help people. And I'm unable to do that because we are funding a war in Israel instead, in Palestine.
Why do you think he went specifically for NIH?
Because he hates educated people, and
educated people can prove him wrong.
Same reason he thought COVID was fake and didn't want people to get vaccinated or wear masks. He does not care about the American people.
Wait, what? Would you say that the mask thing was like scientific or no?
I think it was. I know that there is some debate about that more.
Well, I just asked because Fauci came on the news later on and said that they weren't helpful.
Yes.
Well, there's a reason surgeons wear masks.
The what?
There's a reason surgeons wear masks.
No,
it's for sanitary
we'll agree,
reasons.
but like for COVID, do you think it was effective?
I probably think it wasn't as effective as, I don't know, vaccines, of course. I don't think it hurt anything wearing masks.
Okay. So when we talk about science, do they talk in facts? Because you're obviously a science student. Do they talk in facts, or is it just like, this is the current information that we have for the moment, but it's not absolute?
It's always the current information. Everything is like theory, right? Theory of relativity, theory of evolution, because we call it that until we have something that can disprove it. And that leads people to misinterpret what those theories mean, because it doesn't mean that it's just a guess. it means that it is a hypothesis backed by science that we cannot prove otherwise has happened. So that is the current theory that...
So like with the best evidence we have, this is what we gathered, but we're still open to the potential change in the future?
Yes, because that's what science is always proving or disproving a hypothesis.
Okay, I love it. What do you guys agree then that life begins at conception?
I would not say that.
So I am curious because you're probably know more about science than me. Why would you say that life does not begin at conception?
I don't think life begins at conception because I don't think a zygote is a fully formed life form.
When do you think it becomes fully formed?
There's a lot of debate, and I am not a doctor, so I'm not going to say anything with absolute certainty, but I would probably say the heartbeat is closer than conception.
Okay.
Even further than that, when it can be sustained by itself, I think is more.
Which is when, like, is that like 6 week mark? For 3 weeks, 6 week?
Definitely later than 6 week. I think 6 weeks is one of the very earlier things for the heartbeat. I think it's probably later than that.
Okay.
I think that a clump of cells does not necessarily mean a life form, and that's coming from someone who works with a bunch of cells all of the time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue that they are living. And now there's a difference between a zygote and a clump of HeLa cells, but that's my stance on that.
Well, because the reason I'm asking this is because, like, I would say that life begins at conception is a scientific fact, but the reason I say that is because if you say the 6 week mark, let's say the heartbeat begins at like 6 weeks, right?
Sure.
I would say that the precondition to getting to those 6 weeks is actually establishing that life begins at conception. Wouldn't you say? Mm-hmm. Otherwise, how are we going to get to that 6 week mark?
Yeah, well, I think that if you take in vitro medicine, you take an egg, you take a sperm, I don't think life begins when you do that in a lab, I would say.
Yeah, you wouldn't say when the egg meets the sperm, it doesn't create a new life?
I would agree that that is not the basis for defining life, yeah.
Because can we at least differentiate then? Because I think we might be talking about personhood and life. Like can we agree that life does begin at conception, but maybe you're not attributing personhood to that thing? Meaning that's when it should have rights, it should have value, it should be treated as a human being?
Sure.
Okay, because it's just hard for me from a scientific fact how we would deny what they would view as a scientific fact, which is life begins at conception, and which is how we can track 6 weeks, 12 weeks, sentience, etc. There has to be a precondition to fill that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
so I think we're talking past each other, which is like, I say that life begins at conception, but you're saying I don't attribute value to that thing at that mark.
I think I can agree with that.
Okay, perfect.
Life is also a broad definition. We're saying we see like life in space. Like that is just a few cells. So life and personhood and all of the definitions of that are very broad.
But
the same way I can say that the cells that I work with are alive. Yes.
Right, but they're not specific, like they don't have a unique human DNA, do they?
They would.
Like they have part of a human, they're part of a human, but they don't have they're not a unique human.
They have the DNA of a human. They don't have the proteome of a human, so they have all the DNA, the chromosomes are there. Nothing has been expressed to attribute it. It is just a zygote, this like the single cell kind of you're talking about, or I guess the 2 cells from the egg and the sperm. It has the DNA, but it doesn't have any of the function.
Because to view life from a scientific lens, wouldn't we say that it has to metabolize? It has to be able to respond to stimuli,
yeah, the characteristics of something being alive is similar to that, homeostasis, something like that.
Right. So then we would say that if we just let this fetus, or like let's say life begins at conception, we let this kind of evolve. We don't do anything to it. It's eventually going to form into a human, right? Generally.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying, because with these other cells that you're talking about, we can also agree, but I would say if we just let them sit still, they're not going to go through that process. They're not going to evolve to the same thing like you and me, like a human being.
That's because of the cells you work with. I don't work with stem cells. So stem cells, embryonic cells would have the capacity to do that. The cells that I work with are not. So yeah, I agree with you on that.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm glad we found common ground. Yeah. That's why I do like to kind of like ask tough questions to find where we disagree on, but we were talking past each other on the personhood and all that.
Yes.
But thank you guys. Do you have any message for Trump or Elon or anything?
Get him out.
Get him out? Okay.
Get him out.
Through force or through voting?
Through voting.
Okay, good.
Just
get him out.
Stop complying.
Yeah.
Stop
I need
complying.
Republicans to have a spine.
And Democrats. Anyone.
Do you think a lot of people that have been calling in to work to go to these protests is a good idea? Because a lot of them are low income. Not all of them here, but I know a lot of people that are low income and they're missing work, but they're not getting repaid for it. Do you think that's a good idea for the cause?
I think you do what you need to do, and if you have the capacity to do it, go ahead.
Okay. But ideally, if they're low on bills and they're going to get a paycheck that isn't sufficient, that probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Well, good for who? I mean, if they're choosing to take off work and do this, they think that it's a good enough reason.
Yeah.
I think if people are not able to do that and they choose not to go to the protest, that's good for them too.
Yeah, because they kind of need the money, right?
There's other ways to protest.
Okay.
There's so many other ways to protest. I'm here. I work 6 days a week. I'm here on a Saturday, and I'm glad it's on a Saturday, and I'm not missing
That's your day off?
Yes, it's my one day off, and I'm protesting.
Okay. Oh, in the middle?
Yeah, they were just chanting about
trans rights.
Oh, okay.
That's the big one.
Wait, the people in the middle?
Free Ukraine! Free Ukraine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! 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 Free Ukraine! Free Ukraine!
How you doing, man? Can I ask you, what's your biggest reason to be here today?
Fuck off. Sam Cedar took your tips. Shit.
He what?
Sam Cedar kicked your ass.
What was his best argument?
That Christian nationalism isn't for everybody.
No, but like when he kicked my ass, what was his refutation of my argument?
That what I just said, that
Christian nationalism?
Christian nationalism is not for everybody. It is for your specific sect of your specific religion, and everybody else is a heretic. None of us are interested in what you have to say.
Yeah, but I don't see how he refuted me. Guys, you heard me? They know I'm the best there is, guys. They know I'm the best there is. So they can't refute my arguments, right? So they run away, which is funny. Anything you want to say though?
There's a fucking human right. Trans rights are a human right.
By whose standard? Are they inherent rights? Can we agree that they are inherent rights? Okay, let's have a conversation. You said trans rights are human rights, right?
No, they're all the same.
No, I'm saying
People are people.
are we born with trans rights? Like we have those rights that we're born with?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Bro, it's a simple question.
It's a social construct.
Okay, so it's not a right. So they have no rights. You admitted it. He said trans rights or human rights, and he says it's a social construct. If it's a social construct, we can take them away. Sir, any message, sir? No? All right, have a good one, sir. You want to head out? They're not gonna talk. They're just emotional. They know I'm the best there is. They know I'm the best debater. You see, when you ask them what was the best argument that Sam Cedar came up with, they don't have an answer because there was nothing that he refuted. So, yeah, guys. How you doing, sir?
How you doing today?
Good, man. How about you?
This Tez. I'm coming in live from Seattle, Washington.
You got the radio voice too?
Oh, I got
another gentleman, Vader.
Yeah.
Darth Vader? Yeah, okay.
Am I going to be on YouTube?
Yeah.
I'm going to be on YouTube?
Yes, sir.
All right. I need your
Hey, what do you think about them being mad at me? Do you know why they're mad?
They need to get their ass out the street. Come on.
Wait. Hey, no violence.
No violence.
Yeah.
No justice, no peace. Take it to the streets, no peace. Police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets, abolish police. No justice, no peace.
Hey, peace right now.
Peace.
Right now.
Oh.
Hey, listen. Hey, hold on. You can do it.
No justice.
Hey, peace right now. Hey.
We won't be tone police. We won't be tone police.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, bro, don't be insulting people, man. Hey, don't be insulting people, bro.
You guys.
You see, that guy got tough, and then he got scared. Guys, here's the thing. When you're not online, this is real life. You can't do this face to face, okay? Don't act tough face to face if you gotta back it up. Hey, thank you, brother. You want to send a message to... Wait, I like how they say things in real life, but they don't know that they have consequences for that, right?
They don't know the consequences that's coming behind it. But there are people that need to go get their kids.
Yep, agreed.
You know what I mean?
And work and
you don't
cook
shut
dinner.
down the road. You don't shut down the road. You let them go get their kids. You understand?
I agree. Hey, thank you, brother. What was your name?
My name is Tez.
Tez? Oh yeah, Eleazar. I'll put you in, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Do you want to talk?
No, he doesn't want to talk.
What's the point of this? If you won't talk to anybody,
Trump is a fascist. Elon Musk is a fascist. The Save Act is attacking people.
Hold on. You want to preach tolerance and understanding and empathy and caring for other people, right?
Yes, that's
what you preach, right?
Hey,
right?
so
Tolerance and understanding.
Preach isn't the right word.
That's what you value. That's what you say other people should be doing is tolerance.
Yeah.
So hold on. I'm talking to him. Let me finish. So you want to talk about tolerance and accepting other people? I don't see any tolerance for this man.
No, because
I've never met you though. I've never met you. Why don't you treat me like a human?
Kicked your
Hey,
ass.
okay, why don't you treat me like a human instead of what you saw online?
I'm talking to you right now, right? Can you talk to me?
I don't respect his opinion.
Can I talk to him?
So you're not tolerant.
So yeah,
I'm not tolerant of you specifically.
Right, so you're not tolerant.
I know you are.
You're not tolerant.
So you don't-
That's the point. You're not a tolerant.
You don't live by what you're telling other people to live.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't. He does not have empathy.
You don't know what
You don't know me. You saw a 3-minute video.
You don't know anything.
Professionals and fucking with that stuff.
I'm just gonna you need to. You're not gonna.
You realize that people arguing and fighting doesn't get our country anywhere.
That's what democracy is.
No,
This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like.
It's not democracy. Democracy means
Democracy is the people's voice.
it means that you also have to be able to compromise a little bit because if
You don't compromise.
you don't know anything about
We
it.
compromise. We have compromised on everything.
Really?
Yes.
Because
Our Democratic leaders have compromised every
because gay marriage isn't legal, right?
It is.
Exactly. That was a compromise on the right side. There's not people taking their dead. That was a compromise on the right side.
Human rights are
I want you to explain to me exactly why gay people shouldn't be able to get
right?
What does marriage mean? Where does it come from?
Marriage is two people joining together in a legal
marriage
union.
come from? No,
If you're about to say the Bible, you're stupid.
no, that's 100% where marriage comes from.
So, okay, actually, the biggest problem with you guys is that you are willfully.
What's the point of this?
Well, I came in in the middle with the mic, and I asked if I can ask a question.
I saw that, but like, who are you guys?
Oh, with us? We just interview everyone. I mean, we were here for about an hour and a half. I had 4 conversations.
Yes. Because as your
Are you
only
opposed to
source
conversation
on
with opposing
why
views?
A man and a woman should be the only
I just don't want to see people
No, I agree.
harassed. Like,
I agree. And look, we were here for an hour and a half, 4 good conversations, 20 minutes long. There was no harassment, but when people treat me as what they see online versus the person that I am, I see that as disingenuous in my opinion.
This is not the moment to decide that you want me to teach you about respect.
this is not their moment, and like, I've just seen a lot of people trying like hurt.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying respect in the sense of if you don't respect me, I won't acknowledge your right to exist. I mean respect.
Nobody is acknowledging anybody's right to exist or not. You get to exist all you want.
You're actually like stupid.
Hey, why do you insult people? Like that guy, the black guy, you insulted him, and then you got real scared when he came up to you.
I got scared.
Yes. When he came up to you, you got scared.
I got scared because you came into my personal space.
No, but why do you? But don't call people names.
scared.
Okay, step back. Don't. Okay, step back, please. This is a threat. Okay. Yes. No, I can hear you right here. But please be careful with the area that you're stepping into.
No, you guys are the ones yelling at us.
You guys are coming in here instigating with people.
Why don't we have a conversation? Look, I'm being nice to you. I'm opening a conversation. Brother, okay. So let's go with the Sam Cedar thing, because you said the gay thing, right? Do you think that I think that gay people should not exist? Is that what you think that I think?
No, I think you should. No.
So what do you think I think about gay people or trans people?
I think you say that they shouldn't acknowledge their identity. I think you think. Okay, actually, what do you think?
Okay, good. So now we can have substance, right? Hey, bro, why are you like? Hey, you know it's illegal to block media, right?
It's not illegal.
It is illegal. If you're blocking media.
You don't have to be like that.
You don't have to be.
We're having a good conversation. Yeah, but we're having a good conversation.
You don't want us in the
She's having a good faith discussion right now.
Come on, man.
Right? We're joining the conversation.
I know, but why are you guys acting like this?
He's agreed to talk. He knows what's going on. He's fine with
Yes, stand in their way. Stand in their way. But don't.
So you don't want to actually talk?
Personal space.
So you don't want to actually talk.
I mean, technically.
But why are you telling him to get in the way?
You can't even say your
I know, but this gets everyone.
You can't back it up on camera?
No, because that one looks nicer, and so...
You can't back up your views on camera.
This one's right on your face, though. That one's on both of us.
That's real cowardly.
Is that what you think?
You can't say what you think and have it put to your face.
On camera.
I think I'm like kind of processing that right now. That
Wait,
like,
but you agreed.
First time, like this is the first time I've actually.
Yeah. Well. Hey, why don't you let us talk?
You want to flip me off? I'll flip you off.
Hey, why don't you want to have a dialogue?
That is my dialogue.
Is it because you can't debate? What are your thoughts on this?
I don't have any thoughts on anything.
No. Do you disagree with me at all?
I don't know who you are.
Oh, okay. Well, he said I wanted to take gay people's rights away.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Well, why are you so afraid of opposition?
What do you mean?
Opposing views on debates.
I don't know what you're
Don't
talking
get too
about.
close, bro. Just step back. You're in my personal space. Don't get too close. Because I can defend myself. If you're coming in a threatening manner, I can defend myself.
What are you defending yourself against? We're not
Well, yeah, the way.
Defend anything.
Yeah, I don't want to defend anything. I'm saying don't get in my. Okay, he complained because I was in your guys' personal space.
I'm just trying to talk to you, right?
Yeah. So step back. So don't get in my space.
No, I'm just trying to talk to you.
Hey, if I keep stepping back and you keep coming towards me, that's a threat.
Oh, that's a threat, guys.
That is a threat.
That's a threat.
Okay, I take it as a threat. Be very careful with the decisions you make.
With the decision?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Bro, just take a step back.
This feels
Good. Stop acting tough, okay? You're not tough. Stop acting tough.
Can I ask a favor? Please stop stepping closer to the line of cops. Can we go that way?
Yeah, but they don't believe in bodily autonomy. They're trying to infringe on my rights.
Fine.
Wait, let's just head out because they can't talk. I mean, that guy can't debate. That girl has that thing. That guy ran away from the debate. So. Hey, are you proud of yourself? Are you proud of yourself? Okay.
You realize that's what children do?
Yeah.
That's how children act when they can't use their voice.
That's why kids shouldn't transition because they can't process things. Hey, thank you, officers. Be safe. Thank you. Hey, stop following us. Once we get away from them, this is a threat. Okay, so once you get away from them, this is going to be a threat. So stop following us. They're not going to be around, so stop following us.
God loves you too.
Yeah. That was fun.